Justin, it's great to see you back for Zoolander 2.
Thank you.
Obviously writing it this time as well.
Scribbling.
At what point do you deem something too ridiculous to put
Too
in?
funny?
Yeah, because I mean, hey, I'm not saying that it's not a great film, but ridiculous is definitely one of the words you can use, I think.
It's hard to kind of go over the top in this kind of a movie. I mean, hopefully we have a couple times. You know, these characters, I think, live, you know, fashions basically over the top. So I think, you know, we've been given permission, you know, in a sense, to go as far as we want with stuff.
It must be nice. I guess you probably knew it was going to work, having worked with Ben on Tropic Thunder. You probably knew it's going to be great.
Well, you never know until you know. It's usually like when you strike, when you, there's usually a couple like key scenes or ideas that you land on, which kind of give you comfort. You go, okay, well, I think that's going to be bulletproof. I think that's a really solid idea, or that's really funny. And then it's just, you just sort of try and build off of those, you know.
Is there anything of yours that didn't make the cut? Because I imagine when you write a script, obviously what maybe you end up seeing isn't necessarily always what you started out with.
Well, we usually shoot a lot of stuff. There's I think there's stuff from all of us that we wish had made it into the movie, but I'm pretty sure there'll be someday like an extended director's cut where we'll salvage all those scenes and plug them back in. But no, we're pretty happy. You know, if something's not working in the movie, or if you know, it's better to pull it out than to try and leave it in. You know.
Yeah. For your character, whose idea was that to kind of have him back and have him kind of evolving in a different?
My character for Evil DJ. It was sad. I actually had to write myself out of the third act because I was in Texas shooting a Depression television show. So I was unavailable to participate in the big finale scene.
Oh, that's sad.
So I had to sadly cut my part down. Yeah, no, I mean, it's we actually, he sort of comes in by accident because we needed some sort of connective tissue to get us to the big reveal of Mugatu. So he's sort of a link in the chain. But yeah, I mean, he was never really pivotal in the first 20, 30, you know, aside from...
Nice to see you there,
No, nice to be in the... Yes, nice to be included, but...
Absolutely.
It wasn't intentional.
So cameo heavy this time round.
Yeah.
I mean, more so than the first time. I'm not going to give any of them away because I loved seeing everyone
it's
as
nice
well.
To have them be revealed.
Was there anyone who you didn't get who you really wanted?
No, we were very fortunate that we had so many incoming calls that the people who committed to do it, if it worked out with their schedule, they got to do it. You know, and it really just became a financial issue of like how many plane tickets can we buy to Rome to get them over here, and how many hotel rooms can we get. So yeah, we pretty much got everyone we wanted. You know, and some of the really big gets. You know. A few of them were scripted in that if we hadn't have gotten them, you know, and they, you know, had some heavy lifting to do in the film. But yeah, it was, you know, we had the luxury of many celebrities.
I'm going to be honest with you. I did think that I might see your wife Jen in it.
She was the one get we couldn't get. I called her agent. And I sent him the script, and then I never heard back. And I didn't want to bring it up at dinner because I thought it would be awkward, but I just couldn't get past her wall of people. And then, you know, I didn't want to make things awkward at home, so I just got a pretty firm no from the agent, and that was it.
I mean, it's always best to go by the agent anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
you don't want to call in any favors.
No, absolutely not. You didn't have friends asking you, because if I was your friend, I'd be like, can you get me in Zoolander?
I know. I had a lot of friends ask me if I could get them in Zoolander. I'm like, you're not a celebrity, so I'm not going to put you. No. Yeah, no, everyone wanted to be in it. Like, it was really, it's just polar opposite from the first movie where no one really wanted, Ben had to steal cameos. Like, he had to, like, bum rush a red carpet and jam a camera in their face and get releases, you know, from Natalie Portman and Donald Trump and, you know, whatever.
And if they ask you to do Zoolander 3, you think you're going to be up for it?
Yeah, I'm up for it. I think it's one of those things that, if a good idea came around, but I think 2 is probably plenty. You know, I don't know if Derek and Hansel have it in them anymore.
Well, hey, I loved it. They made us wait a hell of a long time for it.
I know.
You've all aged ridiculously well as well.
Ridiculously well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Lovely
much.
chatting
Much
to you.